Good morning, Wayne.
Good morning.
Lovely to see you. And just take it all in. There's everybody. But feel very relaxed, very kind, very friendly folks. So, Wayne, a little bit of background, my friend. And thanks again, though, for being prepared to let us into your life just a little bit.
Yes, sure. A little bit nervous, but I will give it my best.
Beautiful. Thanks, mate. A little bit of your background, perhaps growing up and family early on.
All right, a little bit about me. I grew up in Lucendale, small country town in the southeast. I'm one of 5 children. I'm smack bang in the middle, the third child. So I've got 3 brothers and a sister. Mum and Dad ran their own business in the town, engineering, building farm machinery and welding and whatever else that they had come in the door. They build sheds, do all that sort of stuff. Went to school in the town there, did all that, and yeah.
Wow. And so was that generations of farms, farming, or was Dad one of the first?
Dad ran his family farm years ago and then moved to Lucendale and run the engineering business.
Oh, okay.
Welding and building and sheds and things.
Wow, so family of 5 kids?
Yes, 5 kids. 2 older brothers, me, my sister, and then a younger brother.
Okay, so you're right in the middle of those.
I'm smack bang in the middle, yes.
So how would you sort of sum up, Dad, upon reflection, maybe 3 words that might give us a bit of an insight to describing Dad for us?
Right, 3 words to describe my dad. First one comes to mind is patient. Most patient man I know. Hardworking. He's a very hardworking man, and I do admire that about him. And generous. I'd like to think he'd be generous.
Okay, yeah. Beautiful. So what did the patience look like, Wayne? What was that one?
Well, I think with 5 kids, you'd have to be patient. Always had time for us where he could. I never saw my dad get mad or angry, and always dealt with us with love and patience and kindness.
Wow. How are the dads feeling? Never saw Dad angry? Anyone? Okay, good. I'll deal with that myself. So now, what's your current family situation now, Wayne?
All right, current family situation.
Not expecting it to change dramatically, but...
No.
Yeah, that's right.
Married to my wife for 13 years now, Steph. We live here in Blakeview. We moved to Adelaide about 4 years ago after living in Mount Gambier for about 15 years.
Wow. That's a big move.
It was.
Did you miss part of the country?
I do miss the country. I love the country. I never thought I would live in the city, but this is where God's placed us, and we firmly believe that, and we're loving where we are at the moment, loving the church and loving the people.
Beautiful. And you've got 2 little boys.
Yes, two boys, Jacob and Connor. We're very proud of them. Love them dearly. Yes.
Hello, boys. Beautiful. So, mate, in what ways then do you reflect now and see that you're your father's son? And are there any ways that perhaps you've different, or you've chosen to press into some other things that perhaps Dad may not have?
All right. I'd like to think, people say that I'm hardworking like my father. I don't see it, but people say that I'm a hardworking person. So that's one thing like my father. I try to be as patient as I can, but I'm still working on that, like I think many people are. Differ from my father in practical ways that I like to work with wood. He likes to work with metal.
Was that a deliberate decision never to work with metal?
No.
Okay.
No, it's just the way my path went, and I love working with wood. I'm good at it, I think, and I enjoy it. Just seems to be where my skills are. I've lost my train of thought.
No, that's right, yeah. That's cool.
A little bit different to my dad in respects of, I think he's a bit more, he grew up a bit more sporty, athletic, and that than I do. I can't stand sport, honestly.
Yeah.
It's not me. I'd rather be out doing something practical.
That's right.
But other than that, nothing jumps to mind.
For sure. And was faith a part of that growing up, Wayne? I didn't.
Faith.
The Christian.
Always remembered going to church when we were young. I think my parents gave me a good foundation in that, and as I grew up, being involved with the youth group and stuff in the local area down there as well, which was a big part of my foundation in my faith.
Okay, Sophie, beautiful. Well, through having kids, and our theme is for the year is that of there's so much more to love, Wayne. What have you discovered about love, possibly through your life in the most recent times? How do you reflect on that? Or what is maybe another way of putting it is, what does loving your kids look like in your household?
Right. Okay. That's I drew a blank there for a second on what I'd been thinking about earlier in the week. But yes, what loving my kids looks like in my house is, to me, I try and spend what time I can with them. Every Sunday morning, to me and my boys, we love the little bit of time we get is I get up in the morning and make pancakes with them. And they really enjoy that and get to spend time doing that with them. I love to spend the little bit of time I have at the end of the day with them. It's before they go to bed and between when I get home and they go to bed, which isn't long for me, but I love being able to do that with them. I love to tell them every single day that I love them, and I just try and reiterate to them that is how I feel, and no matter what's going on, I always love them.
Wow. Was that a part of your early life too, Wayne? Was that the kind of household, or is that something that you've wanted to...
I always knew my parents loved me, and I have just tried to make it part of me and making sure that my kids feel loved and telling them that and making sure that they know that. Even though at times I may get frustrated and may not look like I love them as much as I should, but I like to always come back and tell them and reiterate with them, no matter what's going on, that I love them.
Wow, that sounds a little bit like the love of God to me, Wade, that kind of experience. So what have you discovered about God's love for you in the journey of your life?
Right, what I've discovered is basically no matter what's going on, no matter how hard life gets, what gets thrown at us, God's always going to be there, and he's always there bringing me out the other side. And I may not see him in the difficult times working, but I know he's there, and it's always good to reflect back after that and actually see, well, yes, he was there holding my hand, pulling me through these times.
Wow, that's awesome. Any final word of encouragement, Wayne? Any scripture perhaps, or anything that's has always meant something to you, just to leave us with?
Let me think. What I'd like to basically say is just trust God, know that he's there, know that he loves you, and no matter what gets thrown at you, he's always there working for your good, and he's doing it because he loves you, and will always be there.
Wow. Excellent. We'll get you a preaching gig as well, Wayne. And I should just say too, we're sitting on some of Wayne's handiwork. He has built the stage at the back here, and it's holding up beautifully. So I know we've got a warranty on that, probably for 12 months, have we?
30 seconds or 30 metres, whichever comes first.
Beautiful. Well, Wayne, thanks so much for your time, for letting us a bit into your life. Can we say thank you to Wayne? Appreciate it, my friend. Thanks so much. Beautiful.